Aloha and welcome back. I'm Panther and this is Mushroom Kingdom Fusion version 0.88. I was told there's new levels and a lot of character changes. Well, I can tell you right now, one particular character change that is like, really? So Samus no longer has 5 bips of health, she only has 4. Awesome. Great. Fantastic. Zero still has no power-ups. So we'll take Samus and see about any new levels. Okay, well, there's Dinosaur Mountain. I don't think I did that one before. Jump feels a little weird, but that's fine. Is it just me, or is the bullet pathing for the charged wave beam feel different? In a good way, actually. Actually in a good way, because it feels like tighter wound, if that makes sense. Still do that. And yes, I plan on going through all of the characters now that the changes have been added. Because I want to see all of the stuff they've done. And I've made it a habit that the patch notes, especially for indie developing teams, they're nice, but they're not perfect. And on top of that, even if it tells you, like, hey, they've modified this and this and this, well, that's nice. Until you get your hands on it, how does that really help you to understand what the changes do? He's way faster. And he jumps a lot more. But he also glows red when you hit him. So that's a very nice plus. You guys will have to forgive me for being a little less enthused this time around. There's a couple of things that are definitely not on my high priority list of enjoyment. And going over something that has nerfed a character that I'm already liking is definitely one of them. But on top of that, I have a tension headache because I pulled a muscle in my neck. And I'm waiting for the pain meds to kick in. But I wanted to get this out of the way first because at the end of the day, if I don't do it now, my brain is going to not let me do it ever. Yay, ADHD. I think too much on something and I'll end up not doing it. No, can't do that. Can I? Okay, that's weird. Left and right stick both do the same thing now. Whereas before, right stick wouldn't do anything. Huh, weird. Whatever. I imported the settings, the save, and all that. That's weird. Why is it doing that? Oh well, that's a visual glitch that doesn't really matter. I mean, here, I like that the red coins are the big Yoshi coins. Ooh! Nice particle effect on the poison shroom. I don't remember that being there. Oh. Okay. That's obnoxious. Apparently the inclines are considered terrain. Obnoxious, but not really all that bad. Hit the thing, damn. Okay, that's annoying. That those are set up just high enough that you can't jump it. Characters that have only one jump shouldn't have to use additional jump pads and stuff like that to get to things. Normal things. This is fine, but that other one was just high enough. Whatever. Frustrating, but not particularly problematic. Okay. Yep. Do not like the loss of the additional hit point. That felt pretty unnecessary. Let's try Arthur out. Oh, it's a Doom guy suit now. And he has a different suit or shop thing. Cool. I do like that the exiting is faster. OG Doom guy, definitely a great touch. Oh, apparently he can't duck enough. Or worse yet, you have to hold it. That's slightly obnoxious, but not that big of a problem. Good sprite work on the Doom armor. OG Doom armor, I should specify. One thing I should always warn developers about doing, there is an art to balancing, and when it comes down to it, take note of what characters, okay, I'm guessing that was a 1-up, what characters people like and what characters people don't like. And why. The reason why is because it is really, unfortunately, stupidly easy to accidentally make a character fundamentally unplayable when it was a favored character. Is that what happened with Samus? No, not 100% no. Like, in all honesty, it's more obnoxious to play her now, and it was already getting pretty obnoxious. Every time you die, you lose everything. Well, now you lose everything, and what you have to start with, make sure that it's easier for you to die. That feeds into a loop that I'm imagining a lot of people are gonna stay away from Samus's character for. I don't care. Like, I was already planning on not playing her as much because of the fact that I had a feeling that they were going to pull something like this. And lo and behold, I was not wrong. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay, but that's behind the green. There's one. Right, still can't shoot up. Yep, and Zero still has no answer for armor. Great. like, let me put it like this, guys. If you want to run the gambit of having some characters able to deal with armor and some not, through power-ups and stuff like that, I get that. But it is so difficult to know what characters are and are not when you have a system that makes the level of damage of your attacks matter for armor. Because at that point, you're running into the problem of having to decorate your areas with things to deal with the armored stuff when needed. Which, fine, cool. But as you're seeing here, I'm effectively having to take damage in order to do this, because the bombs don't jump on the enemies, they don't hit and contact explosion. It takes a bunch of timing. It's like, okay, cool. Is your game going to be focused toward the skill players? If it is, then nostalgia is not going to be something that's going to help you. Because I'll tell you right now, most of those skill players, while they enjoy the nostalgia, it's not the big thing on their queue of wanting to do. Basically, what I'm saying is, okay, that's a new one down there. Think very carefully on what it is you want from your game. Because at the end of the day, that is one of the big things that's going to come up. Is if you start going in too many directions at once, you're going to have, like the Robot Master museum. Like, that felt like that was geared very specifically towards... Okay, they took out number 4, and they changed it to Skyscraper Domain. Okay. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, like, just think very heavily on what it is you're actually aiming to do. Because again, if your aim is to have a very skill oriented thing, cool. I mean, you're definitely on your way there. It needs a couple of refinements here and there to be tight, because that's going to be the big thing. It needs to be tight for those players to enjoy the loop. If it's just a nostalgia trip, you guys are definitely on the way there, but a lot of these negative portions of the nostalgia trip, the levels that intentionally punish players and the like, that stuff is gonna get really nasty really quick, and it's gonna push people away from playing your game fully. I'm stupid, and I will continue playing this game. But not everybody's me. Again, why can't he aim down? And if it's the... Well, he couldn't do that in the OG game. Yeah, he also couldn't immediately double jump in the OG game, so... don't play that card. I really think one of the things that should happen is for the characters who have health, just heal them after a level. Like, it would take so much stress off of the player if they don't have to worry about that stuff. Welcome to fabulous Las Vegas. But there's something wrong. Creatures and buildings from multiple dimensions seem to have concentrated in this city. Be careful. I love the Elvis Goomba. That crow feels very much like they were from ow! Dick.
Thank you.
Earthbound. Okay. That's a little too strong. Holy shit. I don't know where you're from, but I don't care. Yeah, that... Yeah. Earthbound. Technically Mother 2.
Thank you.
One? I don't know. I got frustrated with, naming adjustments between Japan and the US. More so.
Thank you.
As I was saying, more so when you start finding out that a lot of the name changes were on both sides because of really stupid reasons. Oh, okay, cool. That's really useful.
Thank you.
Ow, fuck. Piss off. So first. Zombies ate your neighbors. Don't recognize those guys, gals. Again, so far it feels like Simon plays about the same, which is cool, but that's fine. Jump still feels weird. Why does he move forward when you do that? Nope. Please, stop making the characters move when they shouldn't be moving. If I'm pressing down to press the sword down attack with standard Link, I shouldn't be moving in any direction. I'm gonna hate this part. I imagine nothing has changed with Tails. Oh, that's... Okay. Okay, I do like that. So it doesn't activate with double jump, but to deactivate it, pressing jump doesn't. That I will give you. That is okay. I don't like the activation being up and jump, but having it up and jump after you jump is better than what it was before. I'll definitely grant you that. The hitbox on this sword is still really weird.
Thank you.
Okay, no, you can't do that. Not using that. If it can't hit the guys who are literally that close, Memory of Red. I don't know who Red is. She's technically the character you're gonna start out the game with, so kind of important that she does well. So she can only hold one master
Thank you.
weapon. Why are they dropping guns for her? That feels weird. Do you mind? Alright, fine. Never use guns ever. Got it. 'Cause you can't go through doors, you can't do anything.
Thank you.
She plays about what I remember. If there are changes to her, they have been
Thank you.
very subtle and not exactly in a bad way. But I will say I'm not playing her for very much longer because, goddamn, losing everything on a single hit feels so terrible. Right. Fuck off! Can you do the... Yeah. I'll definitely say if she's the starting character, this is gonna be a rough game to play when Eclipse comes out. Especially with shit like that everywhere. Does not matter the character. Losing everything on one hit feels so bad. Especially when the enemies are not set up to be one and done's.
Thank you.
Example. Pig with a shotgun. Like, no, seriously, this shit, that shit is absolutely bullshit. You're effectively having players go, okay, cool, what character do I want to play? Well, I can't play as this character at this level. Not because of they lack the ability to do so. No. They just will get hit, and once they lose their power, they're worthless. Example right fucking there. That should take him out in one hit. Like, that wasn't even small Wario versus a... So when you're downgrading other characters but not upgrading other characters to still handle the game that people were playing the upgraded characters for, you run into this. Where they don't feel good playing any character, and thus run the gambit of just not wanting to play your game. Like, having the whole shooting through environment shit, that's great when you have a character who can either fire back or in some way deal with them. But as it stands, most of the characters cannot. And then on top of that, you have the thing that's throwing shit have so much health that the enemy, the players are doing stuff like, oh, you have to jump on them. There's not enough room to. Okay, cool. I'll dash into him like, you know, normal. Nope, can't do that. Why? You just can't. Ooh. Well, there's that at least. Go away. Fuck. Goddamn worthless piece of shit.
Thank you.
Like, seriously, the amount of enemies that show up that I'm almost required to have directional shooting for is kind of obnoxious. Why can't I hit him while he's fucking invisible? I know he's there. Hey, Glass Joe.
Thank you.
I hate that he requires armor piercing to fucking get past. Nah, I'm not picking up any guns. They pretty much detriment you anytime you try to use them. Outside of the levels that are required to use them. Oh, I hate this. Why can't I hit him while he's fucking invisible? Invisible is not invulnerable. Oh. Don't care. Nope. let's try Legacy Link. Okay, he moves a bit better when not holding down the run. I like that. I'm glad that changed. That was obnoxious. I didn't feel good winning that. So one thing to denote for people, Vile has a powerful shoulder cannon that can be charged by holding the special button. They did change it from gun button to special button. Awesome. Holding down the special button drops a bomb that splits into two directions upon collision. Pressing down and jump allows him to dash, which can be used mid-air. Vile can gain extra height by tapping jump while in the air. This costs energy. He can naturally stomp. Can run to shoot projectiles. Press down in special to unleash a small bomb. You already said that up here. That's redundant information. Press and hold to automatically charge. That automatically fires after charged enough. Okay. I think avoiding redundant information is a good idea, but... So that uses energy. Oh, but his energy recovers a little? Okay, air dash does not take energy. Those guys are from Little Nemo. Now that I know, it's very easy to notice it. That was awesome. I so hate trying to aim that. Awesome. I'm going to test whether or not this Vile Cannon will actually pierce enemies. Because so far, there has been a lot of, hey, it pierces enemies, thus it pierces armor. or it pierces enemies, but it doesn't pierce armor, so it'll reflect off, like, make up your mind. Okay, cool. That will pierce armor.
Thank you.
The amount of characters that can fire while crouching down is obnoxiously low.
Thank you.
Fuck, that was annoying. By the way, Vile cannot shoot while on ladders. Great. Instead of losing a fucking life. Let's change characters. So he was fine, I guess. I've pretty much been over all the ones I really care about, actually.
Thank you.
Hate that he has to stand up to use the sword, but isn't denied using the sword while holding down, unlike the shooting. So it's a great way to get screwed over. Awesome. I would play Vile if, you know, his energy came back a little quicker. But it doesn't, so... Playing Zero has the problem of I have no way to deal with armor at all, even though I feel the Z-Saber, at least charged up, should be able to do it. And he can't fire from the fucking... Why? No. Why can't Zero do it? Vile, alright, cool. There's an argument to be had there. But he could do it in his games. Like, the fuck? Well, he can also stomp on enemies. So? That doesn't give you the right to take away something that he had from the freaking game he's from. Holy shit. It's not like he has suits. He's got nothing. Like, the least you could frickin' do is give him the ability to shoot from frickin' ladders. Or rather, give it back.
Thank you.
It's still really hard to play any other character outside of Samus. Because she, even now, still addresses all of the other stuff that I'm having problems with all of the other characters. She can shoot diagonal. Even while standing still, she can shoot down. Which Simon Belmont, for some fucking reason, cannot. She has many options to deal with armor. Awesome. She is far less enjoyable to play currently, thanks to the less health. Because what was the biggest problem with her? Dying and losing all the upgrades. So what did they do to balance her? Make it easier for her to die. Awesome. Cool. I was already planning on not playing her, but now you kind of forced my hand even further. Fantastic. Awesome. That's great. Love that feel.
Thank you.
At this juncture, anybody wanting to play this game, wait. Wait until the developers figure out what the hell they're doing. Because if they're going to do that type of nerfing, that means anything you get used to can and probably will get changed to such an extent that it will be drastically different than what you started with. Adding new levels, that's fine. But the way they've changed Samus and some of the other characters, admittedly, a lot of it is for the better. But, man, it's definitely not fun to have a character you enjoyed playing suddenly become worse. Just because they don't know how to make the other ones better? Like, again, I was okay with them not touching her at all. But, yeah, I knew it. I knew that was coming, that they were going to be making her worse. Because that's what I could feel coming. Because, like, she was the answer to just about every level. There were a couple that she couldn't handle. That's fine. But for the most part, she was the one to handle all of them. And at this point, that hasn't changed. Like, all they did is made her more annoying to play. Because she dies easy.
Thank you.
Instead of adding options to the rest of the characters to make them more enjoyable to play, they're making her more difficult to play. That doesn't feel great. Like, I can't tell them what to do because I'm not their team or a part of their team or will ever be a part of their team at this juncture with how much complaining I'm doing. But, man, this feels so bad. I can't do what I'm used to doing in the games that these characters fucking come from. Which already is just a terrible feeling. Except for Mario. You know, he is the only one basically untouched by all of this. If anything, he is far better than in the games that he is initially from. Because he gets the suits that allow him to do stuff. But he's also not fit for a lot of the levels that are here. Oh, I missed a ton of the red coins.
Thank you.
You know what? You can fucking die. Nah, I'm not willing to worry about that. Like, seriously, the one thing I ask is that you guys look at the games that these characters come from and at least give them the capabilities that they were able to do in those games.
Thank you.
And for some of the other abilities, like Simon being able to attack downward while being on the ground, I would just... See, the biggest reason why in his games it wasn't a big deal is because the levels were set up to allow him to not care about that shit. As often. Here, it happens so often that I don't feel good playing this. I don't feel good at playing any characters at this juncture, to be perfectly honest. They are so fragile despite everything being thrown at you at such a level of obnoxiousness that it, quite frankly, is obnoxious. The amount of things that the characters can do versus what they can't do is frighteningly high. And their answer to dealing with characters who are fundamentally really good is make them worse. So yeah, I would definitely say if you're watching this far in and you're curious about playing this game, wait until they're done. I'm not joking. Wait until they're done, because the moment they show their hand about nerfing a character, no matter what the nerf is, they have shown that they're willing to fundamentally change characters you're used to playing in ways that, just quite frankly, may not work for what you have enjoyed about the character at all. Have they done that yet? No. Like, in all honesty, this change is annoying for me, but it's not actually something fundamentally game-breaking for me. But I've gotten used to her. And that's the only reason why this is okay for me. Because I got used to her.
Thank you.
That still can only have two, provided the center one is the one that's big. Awesome. Yeah, like I said, they've showed their hand of willingness to nerf a character who didn't need it. Like, let's be honest. It is a line of short-handedness. It's not quite laziness, because it still takes effort to do things. To make a character worse when the reason why they're better isn't because they're broken, but because they can answer a lot of the questions. And like, my biggest problem is, like, it's not like they changed the type of weapon she has. They just took away a portion of her health. She already had less than what she has in the games. by a significant amount. And I don't know. I knew I'd be bitching and moaning about this one. Like, I get it. I understand. You guys want to go with what's familiar. And for that end, you want to go with something that's actually, like, in line with where you're used to, so that's why most of the controls are based off of Mario, and all of the tweaks are as, what if this character is in Mario's world? But is that a crossover? Because that feels more like a cameo at that juncture. That feels like, pick whichever character you want and put them in Capcom versus SNK. Like, that's what that feels like. And it's not exactly fusion if the only one getting... If the only ones getting overhauled are everyone else other than Mario, he's not perfect. Already addressed why he's not perfect. Like, taking a hit and you losing your power-up is huge. And he can only hold 2 of them. Like, that's terrible. And a lot of these stages are set up that he can't get away from just being good and not taking a hit. Like, he takes a hit a lot. Pitfall, I think, was what this was off of, or La Mulan? Mula? Or something like that? I don't remember. There was a Metroidvania game where you play as basically a Pitfall-esque type character. So yeah, that was version 8.8, the latest update. The upgrades they have given the characters that I am familiar playing with are good. Like having Tails now be able to use the jump button to cancel the flight. Oh, that makes it feel so much better. It honestly does. And activating the flight while in air after a jump makes it feel so much better than just being able to do it. I don't know if that was the original one. I can swap over and test that out. I've got both available to me, so I can test that to see if that's a thing. Even if it wasn't, being able to cancel in the air was not something in the prior one I was playing. The lacking omissions of what characters can do is frustrating when it feels like the aim was... Okay, I'm gonna say that it feels like it was aiming to detriment Samus, but the reality is that was just kind of like a footnote. It was a simple thing. It's like, just give her back the 5 hit points. Like, really, was that such a big problem? Like, she's already feeling terrible for dying, and you're gonna make it easier for her to die? Great, cool. Just take her out. Like, if you're really having this much problem having this character, remove her. Seriously, that's it. Like, just remove her from the game. Because at that juncture, what you're going to be doing is Overwatch. You're going to be doing the Mercy Overwatch stuff. Don't play that game. You will not win. because the reality is that you won't understand what you're doing until way after it's done. And if you were going backward as well as forward, you're not moving. Or worse yet, you're going backwards and not forwards. Like, seriously, guys. Like, look at why a character is good. And instead of trying to take away what is good from that character, see if you can't give other characters the same thing to bring them up to that level. And if you can't, really consider removing the character. Because, seriously, if it's this hard for you guys to keep the characters feeling good, and one character makes all of the other stuff not work, just remove it. Like, you're already not playing by the rules you've already set down, because Tails doesn't do the things that Tails does in his game. Zero doesn't do the things that he does in his game. So, stop haphazardly connecting with the rules that you've not been using anyway, and think about what actually you want to make the game. Because this, it's a lot of steps forward, but the step back feels really, really, really bad, even though it is only one hit point. For you guys, that's probably not a big thing. But when my biggest gripe about this character was that she loses everything on death, yeah, making it easier for her to die in a game that has so many already obnoxious instant death things, not a great feel. Not a great feel at all. Does it make me want to play other games? Or other games? Yes. Other characters? At this point, I'm battling against with my spite to just play as her, to spite the developers in doing this tactic. Because it's like, again, every other character so far, there is just a critical flaw in what they can do that kind of forces me to have to swap them out for stuff. Zero can't aim up. He's got no sub-weapons. He can't deal with armor. So, yeah, he can jump on characters, he can air dash, and he's got some pretty hefty power, but what does that matter if you can't get to the parts that require him to do that stuff? Arthur, really powerful character. Glass cannon. Okay, cool. I mean, in all honesty, does he need to change? It'd be nice to not have, like, to have him require a button press to pick up his weapons instead of losing shit that you've painstakingly either bought or tried to pick up would be great. But he doesn't need to be changed. If anything, the cosmetic changes that you guys have done, or the developers of this game have done, is fantastic. The momentum of characters, yes, that was a great thing. I love that. Again, though, you don't need to take steps backwards on any of these characters, because it's just going to do what I'm sitting here bitching about. It's going to make people frustrated and upset, especially if they're playing along and trying to, like, enjoy the game as it's being updated. Now, like, some of the stuff is just not great, and it makes all the other portions become more blaring. Like, Vile and Zero not being able to shoot while on a fucking ladder. Simon not being able to, he can use his whip up and diagonal, but not down or to the side while on the ground. Cool, you could play the card of, like, well, he does that in his game. Well, Zero can shoot off of ladders in his game, so don't play those cards. You're not playing by them anyway, so it's basically making me have to play the other characters make all of their weaknesses become even more apparent because I'm forced to deal with them. That's what this is doing. Instead of alleviating those weaknesses and effectively allowing you as the player to play any character you want and beat every stage, you're making it so, no, there are certain characters that just cannot beat a stage. Period. And it becomes all the more worse when the characters you're used to using to beat those stages just can't now. So, yeah, no, that's my bitch fest. I'll catch you all in the next game. Whatever it may be. I might come back to this one, I might not. This change has definitely had a lot of ups, but the few downs that I have seen hit a little too close to home on making me worried about what they're going to do in the future. Because they've showed their hands, they're willing to downgrade a character and their hit points. What's to stop them from doing it for other characters? Nothing. Nothing is stopping them from doing it. The fact that they've done it once now means that they have opened up the thing, and just trust me, bro, does not work. It does not work anymore, and it never should have worked in the first place. I don't just trust you. You've shown your hand that you're willing to do it once. I don't know if I can sit here and continue on if they're continuing. They could do it again. They absolutely could do it again. They could make it worse. They could give Samus 1 hit point. They could give Simon even less hit points. They could take all of the characters and make them all 1-hit kills. And, like, completely decimating any type of enjoyment I would have had out of the game. Because none of the enemies have been changed to facilitate this. It just makes you have to play better and know every level inside and out. And no, that's not what I'm here for. That's not what I'm trying to do. I will catch you all next time. Until then, have fun, be safe, and aloha.